Hello everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to Phantasy Star 2. We are here back at this place. It's been a while, so I kind of don't remember exactly where I was supposed to be heading. As much as I tried to skip through my last live stream, I didn't really get a good grasp. Last place I was I think the dump of Roron, the garbage dump. And then I got basically the water jet. And then I came here. Hey Blasto! I know I came here. I know I nearly died. Lost my entire team. I had to get my butt back and heal, and I think that was the last thing I did. Other than that, I don't remember much at all, because it's been a month since I played any of this. Okay, let me get back into the groove of things. How are you, man? Last night I'm doing well. Last night I streamed a bit of Red Dead Redemption because I didn't get to do it Saturday because Parasite Eve. I stayed up quite a bit to make sure I beat that. And then I stayed up for about another hour talking to everybody. Didn't get to bed till like 3. I laid down at like 1 something. Didn't get to bed till like 3. Went to work at 6. And then I came home. I streamed Red Dead Redemption. And I was gonna do Borderlands and everything yesterday and Batman, but I got a major headache after that. I was like, what the hell? I laid down after I played Red Dead till about 6, and I was like, fuck it, I have a headache. I'm not streaming, so that's gonna have to be played again next week, or next Sunday, but I got in some Red Dead at least. You're on an ice pack and you have some Chinese takeout, nice. Ow. God, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be here. I remember getting my ass handed to me. Hey, what's good, man? 3 damage! Hugh, you need a level. That money, though. Ow. Man, they hurt. How is everybody? Keep me alive because I have freaking Ryuker? Where the hell am I? How are you doing, man? Catman? I'm sorry, but that's a woman. That's clearly a woman. Making dinner nice. That is not a man. That's a fetish. I'm sorry. That's not a pose a man takes. And first off, since when did men have boobs? Okay. Yeah, it is a Japanese game. I can see it. Damn that money though. I see a cave. No! Oh my goodness, I know! Oh, Lord! Thank God. Thank God for Nia and her double attacks. I gained a level! Yay. I mean, that's nice, but that's not who I want to level right now. I want to level who? Jesus, Nia. You are running out of magic. You are running out of technique points, my good madam. Heal yourself. Lord. Head rot barf. Blech. God. Oh, Lord. It's a trap in a tree. A glow stick. What are we at, a rave? Ow. And you have a lot of health. Ow. Hugh did it. Yay. Oh, you have Rusta. How nice of you. Good. Did I come this way? I did. Okay, that was the way I came from. It's hard for me to remember which ways I came from. Alright, heal me. Heal Nii. Because Rudo apparently has bulky ass defenses. Motherfucker's still in the 90s. Jesus. I'm surprised my fourth character is not dead. He needs some better weapons. He needs better gear in general. I mean, this is what he's got. He's not doing too well in terms of equipment right now. While everyone else is sitting there with nearing 100 of something. Nia's got ample attack, and that's why she hits twice and does so much damage. And then there's me. I mean, he's not doing too bad for... No. Arrgh! I hate you, Wolffang! Ow. Get fucked. Such an awesome design. 2 damage. Such an awesome design. Deadly ass monster. Arrgh. I need to grind. Yes! Leveling up! Alright. Heal yourself? Sure. Technique. Who heal me? That should be good. I watched a video of a woman named Busty Heart. She was smashing things with her watermelon boob. Boob? A singular boob? It's a weird video. I see a cavern. I don't like it. Oh. Never mind. Never mind. She only used one. I see. More glow sticks! Jesus, those are some strong tits. Or titty. Oh, that's nasty. That is one strong titty. Step! That hurts! God, you have a lot of health. Why? No! Goodbye, Niai. God damn you. Damn it, stop missing, guys. They're still alive. You guys fucking missed way too much. Motherfucker. Get me out of here. There it is. Back when you're done. Nice. I'm gonna go clone myself. I would like Niai brought back to me, thank you. You are expensive as fuck, lady. No! I mean, I made it out of there with some money, yay. Now let's go heal. Jesus. Lord almighty. They say the ocean and lake are connected under the ground. Oh no, humans. Oh, I'm all the way back here. Boomerang? Acid shot, laser slasher. Laser shot? Silent shot? Laser bar. She already has said laser bar, so I better not waste that. He has a cannon! He uses scalpels for reasons. And I use laser swords. Okay, so no. Boomerang. Okay, then I don't know all the weapons yet. I'm just trying to... Laser shot. I don't know if that's better than the cannon or not. By a bit, yeah. Good, I'll take it. Knife boots. Can't use that, you should. Well, that was hopefully worth it. By cannon. Don't even know which town that is. Perfect! The town I wanted to be in, I think. Oof. Expensive, but I want them. Yeah, this is the town where everyone screams, "What?" at my face. Oh, never mind. Oh, wait, this might not be the right town. Traveling in space is not dangerous. Oh, I guess not. Wait, is this an earlier town? Man, it's been a while. Yeah, this ain't it. Ooh, curate. I don't know the names of towns, man. My boyfriend lives on the outskirts and undertakes his work. Ugh. It was a town near the water, though. Zima. This is it. This is the town where everyone screams, "What?" at my face. Specifically the old men. What the? What? Malta people make anything from junk. What? Malta people love the garbage dump. Yeah, I just got that already. What the? Around the middle of the lake, there's a tower where nobody's ever been. I think I was there? Maybe not. It was more like a mountain, but it's in the middle of the lake. Who knows? If I can somewhat on and off handle that place, then I feel like I have to go there next. Around the middle of a lake is a tower where no one's been. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be there next or not. Well, there's another girl that said something. Where is she? Is this you? Are you? No. There's a girl who said something. Where is she? Why can't I move? Old man. What? Have you been to the southern peninsula? That area smells terrible because of the garbage smell from Roron. I'm not sure if that's where I was. I would assume, because it's a spot surrounded by water. Toter. Holy Lord. Give me that masata, bitch. That sound effect. Oh, hello. Slug mess. Blah. Blah. Oh, I'm a sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Oh, you just duplicated, you bitch. This could go bad. This could be bad. Stop it. Stop it. Ow. Good. Damn it, no. Damn! That experience and that money, though. Whew. I want. Give me more. I love how my jet comes with me. Thank God. Oh, one-shotted. Damn. I need to get to the point where I can one-shot a lot of these monsters, because that's good. Saves me the damage and heals. Ah, they do so much damage, though. No! Nia, what are you doing, man? I can't have you be missing like that. Get fucked. Dang pug centipede thing. Oy vey, what the fuck? What is your damage? Motherfucker. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that spell. Fuck. Why do you warp me here? I forgot about Niai's spell that kills herself. I was just relearning. That stupid thing does not save. It does, but emulators are broken sometimes. What? What? I think maybe why I'm not launching here is because I'm not resting here. Maybe I should, when I warp back after being damaged, I'll heal there instead. So that way I can use that as a warp point. Hey. Rude, pug. Rude. Just trying to figure out where I go. What do I do? Who do I do? And why do I do it? Ooh, there's a different one. Ow. Ow, I just healed her, you bastard. I can't go through here. Stand corrected. But I think I still need a key to get through this. Didn't think so. Yeah, I need a... How do you find Phantasy Star 2 so far? I find it fun. Better than the first. I just gotta figure out where I'm going because it's been a month since I last played this. Anyway, though, I do still have the small key. Why would I be giving that up? I'm not known for dropping off items that are at least necessary to me. Whether I'm supposed to or not, I don't know that. I don't know. I'm also not looking for people to tell me what to do either. I'm looking for this on my own. Thank you. I've been too handheldy through the first one with a guide. I'm good. I don't want to sit there and get depressed because I can't get through a game on my own. You guys all did it? Everyone who's beat this game did it? I could store the keys? Yeah, I'm good on that. I don't like storing items like that. I like to keep them on me. I don't know that I don't need it ever again. Knowing my luck, it's gonna happen. Whether or not... Take your time, dude. Whether or not I don't need it anymore, I don't know that. You may say so, but I'm gonna keep it on me. I knew I couldn't get through that door. I was gonna leave without saying much else. I'm in a bad enough mood to tell you off. I know I might just look text on screen, but I'm still a person. Could have said that a lot nicer. And this would have sufficed. I didn't mean to sound like a dick. I apologize. Alright, suit yourself. I already said I appreciate it, but I'm not looking for any help. I honestly didn't mean to come off as rude. I apologize to anyone in the future. We'll be watching this regardless. Guy was just telling me to deposit a key or that I don't need it anymore, and then asking me where. Basically, I was just telling him I was just trying to find out where I need to go, and something about climate control. Basically, one of the next stops, I would assume. I just told him that I didn't really want someone to give me hints, and then he's just snapped at me, saying that I came off as very rude to tag my streams as blind, and that he won't be returning. I apologize. I already said I appreciate it, that I just don't want to be handheldy, because it made me feel terrible when I did it through the first game. I already had enough hints in the beginning of this stream, at the start of these streams, when I first began Phantasy Star 2, and it just doesn't make me feel better. It makes me feel worse. Apparently I came off as a dick. And then he said something about using tags on Twitch. Sorry, I don't do that. I didn't put blind or first playthrough or whatever in any of my blind streams. People can already generally tell when my playthroughs are blind. How bad I am. Again, though, for anyone in the future, I apologize. I'm not an asshole. Whether or not this game takes me forever to beat, I have fun doing what I'm doing. Can't win them all. Not that they said anything. I had literally 5, 6 follows back to back last night with Red Dead Redemption. Not saying one person not wanting to watch is a bad thing. It upsets me, yes, because that's one person I just shoot away. But it was exciting to see back-to-back follows that I was getting the other day with Red Dead, so I appreciate all of you guys that stay. Whether or not you chat or not, I appreciate all of you. And I did appreciate him coming in and asking me what's up, but I guess me saying what I said was kind of an asshole-ish move. I apologize. But what can I do? I don't have a way with words very well. I understand that. I'm here to stream more for fun than I am really through anything else. If people want to support the channel, that means a lot, and I just don't expect it. I just want people to be able to come in here and have fun. And if I help someone through some tough times too, that means a lot, because I know how it is. Because people help me whenever I go and watch their shit. It helps me relax. I'm here for that. I also understand I'm not the most entertaining of person at times. That's alright. People chat in the beginning and then it dies down and everyone sits there and lurks. That's as long as you guys are here. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're all here but no one's chatting. It happens. I'm not gonna be like an asshole about it. I still know you guys are here. Most people were all chatting when I was beating the final boss of Parasite Eve. Everyone was there patiently waiting for me to fucking finish that 4-hour fucking final boss fight for some fucked up reason. They were all there. Then they stuck around an hour or so after it, just me chatting, talking, even though I should have been in bed by that point, but it happens. And Sin, the guy who came in and basically was helping me along with one of my regulars, Charlene. They were there helping me with tips on just making sure I get through the rest of the game. See, by that point, I'm fine with that. They were just making sure that I didn't fuck up, and I still fucked up. I had to fight the boss again. Because there was an ending sequence where I had to freaking blow up the boat and make it out. I forgot to hit the button. But they were basically just telling me, go this way. And they didn't tell me outright to hit the button. That's fine. I actually am more happy about that. But they told me which directions to go and whatnot. One dude, the guy Sin, could have told me straight up outright how to dodge the entire boss's attacks. He didn't tell me that until I already found out how. And then he confirmed it. I wasn't an asshole when I told him that I don't mind tips as long as it's not game breaking. Something that's gonna help me make a boss easier or whatever. He didn't leave. In fact, he followed me after that. He was there through the entire fucking thing. And he followed me after that. Most people would have left. And you've stuck around. You're pretty much here at every stream. And you've stuck around through all the whatever bullshit I cause. You and everyone else. Whether or not Phantasy Star is the most entertaining for other people, you guys stick around. I'm loving it. More than Phantasy Star 2. It's just a bit archaic, is all I gotta say. It's also bad. It's also hard to get into games I've never really played growing up. So I'm not exactly great at it. I love online. Like, I do love the classic Phantasy Star. I played them a bit when I was when the GBA release came out, which is basically the same. It's 1, 2, and 3 on the GBA. It's basically a re-release. It's the same thing though. I don't think they added anything like some typical re-releases do. And I could not get anywhere in it. I was stuck in all 3 of them. And I see why. And I wasn't even that far in the first one when I played it originally on the GBA. There's a lot of bullshit that you gotta go through, and I couldn't get through the game without a freaking guidebook. This game is completely blind. Like, I have not used... The only thing I used in terms of which way to go is a map in the dungeon. I've only used a map through the dungeons. That's because I don't want to walk around. The first dungeon in this second game, I attempted on my own. I was in there for at least a good few streams. Same thing with the first one. The first Phantasy Star, the first dungeon I went into, which is even worse because it's all just walls, and it's a first person's perspective, and I was in there for a good half my stream, so I said fuck that. The first game I have to use a guide for because I'm not going to sit there and make you watch an entire stream of me being in a dungeon. So I said, fuck it, I'll just use a map to get through the second dungeons in the second game. That's all I'm using it for. It tells me where all the items are. It tells me exactly where to go, because there's also warps. If you know anything of the original Pokemon games with frickin' warps in Saffron City, you know I hate them. Also, I have bad memory. On top of talking to people, I tend to forget exactly where I am like 20 seconds later. If you're into classic RPGs, I'd look into it. But it's definitely archaic and definitely old. It has not aged as well as some games have. At least the first one. I don't know about the rest. But I have them on several different platforms. I bought them on GBA. I bought them on Xbox 360. I'm emulating it now. Stuff like that. So I mean, it's a classic. I like it. Do I think original Final Fantasy aged better? Maybe later ones. I only played a good chunk of 1 and 7 and up. I have not played anything from 2 to 6. Has 1 aged better than Phantasy Star 1? A little bit, yes. Both of which, though, have their faults. Combat and item management. Both of which have their faults. The guy I want to level is dead. Great. So there you go. I'll be looking forward to playing that. I'll be looking forward to playing them all. trap! It's a trap! Ah, I missed. Well, thank you, Tracker, for that info. I'll be looking forward to playing that. Oh, Jesus. Welcome to stream. And before I come off as an asshole again, this is blind. So I'm trying to just figure this out for myself. If I want help, I will ask for it. Last guy joined in, was saying something, and I kind of came off as an asshole. I guess. And he left. Bear in mind that. Thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't even... He said something about climate control, and I'm like... The first game, I told him, like, okay, the first game had me pissed off, so I was like, fuck it. I want to try not to be as hand-holdy as I was with the first game. I didn't want to waste several streams so I can get on through the series, and I guess I kind of came off as ashholders to that, and I apologize. But I will ask for any help. We all need to learn. You know, if I ask for everything, I won't learn. And it won't be as good on me. Like, honestly, I get very easily upset, and it just doesn't sit well with me. I've done that with Dark Souls. I compare everything to Dark Souls. Why? I don't know. But, I've had issues where it's just like, oh, I can't do this. I need tips. And it just sucks. Yeah, they do. I also am just have a weird way of saying things. I'm not good with talking to some people sometimes, and I just came off as an asshole, I guess. I'm gonna end up dying myself. Because, yeah, the first game, I was trying to go through most of it blind, without help. The first dungeons took my entire stream. I said, fuck this. I hate those stupid first-person perspective dungeon wall thing. It was bullshit. Kid, I had a hint book that came with this. Even then I struggled to find my way through. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, the first game had these stupid first-person perspective dungeons where it sucked, and it was all the same. And I was like, fuck it, because I spent an entire freaking hour or so or more, nearly my entire stream, trying to get through dungeons, and I said, fuck it, I'll just use a guide. Most way through, I realized later on in the game, it's gonna have me do things that I wouldn't even think to do. Examine this bush, take this torch or some shit, and it's just like, or make your cat, give your cat some shit to make it grow wings. Excuse me. I was never gonna figure any of that out. I never grew up with these games. I played it when I was in middle school or a little younger, that when the GBA release came out. I was born in '89, so I didn't grow up with these games. I didn't even grow up with Final Fantasy, because by the time I got the systems, it was what my brothers had for them. So I didn't really grow up, they didn't grow up with the classic RPGs, because they didn't care for stuff like that, except for maybe Zelda. I still have that original Golden Zelda cart. Other than that, they didn't care for Phantasy Star or Final Fantasy. In fact, I wasn't introduced to Phantasy Star until the online variety for Dreamcast. So I didn't play Final Fantasy, nor was introduced to it until 7. 7 and 9 were the first Final Fantasy games I was introduced to. So I'd never seen, aside from playing 8 and seeing my friend play 8 years ago, I've never seen anyone play 8 outside of that. It was either 7, 9, and then I was later introduced to 10. So I was like, fuck. I'll have fun with it. I love Phantasy Star Online. There's some super unfair stuff in the first game. Falling traps, false walls. Yeah, there is. Yes. I managed to beat it, though, if you want to enjoy checking out my Phantasy Star 1 stream. It was brutal. You'll see me get pissed off at random encounters because I'm just trying to get through. You'll see me beat the game, but it was painful. It was fun, I enjoyed it, but it was painful. So far, I'm enjoying this a lot more. Thank you, I appreciate it. Despite needing a guide slightly through most of it, I still managed to beat them. I enjoyed the game for what it was. I'm enjoying this a lot more. That doesn't mean it can't change. Final Fantasy 1, I'm currently working my way through. I'm doing that, actually, blind as well. I feel like that's a lot easier on me getting through, though. I don't know why. However, I'm in the second dungeon in Final Fantasy. It took me several streams to get to the first dungeon in that game, but I'm finally starting to make my way through it. There's no shame in using a guide, in my opinion. Honestly, with how the first one was, I don't know if any of the later ones are like that, where there's some stupid bullshit you gotta get an item for to go examine something and whatever, and it's crucial to progression. I can see why. I don't know how anyone figured that shit out as a kid, with limited to no internet back then. On top of it, I have very poor short-term memory, so I tend to be like, oh, did I go this way? Did I go that way? It's Catman! Don't miss! We have a glow stick! It's a rave up in here. For the first one, people made maps on Graphic. I remember renting and finding other people's notes. Ah! So that's what my parents did with my brothers when they played the original Zelda. They drew every transition on a map. So they went from one transition, drew the map, second transition, drew the map, and then I guess that's how they beat it. That's what they told me when they played the original Zelda. Is that they drew it out all on a map. And then I guess they like nicked certain spots on the map where this boulder moves this way. Here's a staircase leading into a dungeon or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go back and heal. And it's, again, I'm coming off of an entire month of scary games. Not really scary, but like October-themed stuff. Like, I played Silent Hill, I played Luigi's Mansion, I played Dead Rising, I played not Silent Hill, I just mentioned that. Parasite Eve, stuff like that. So I'm coming off of an entire month of that with me not playing my schedule at all. Now I'm back at my actual schedule. Fuck. I forgot to go warp to the other town. No, it's not what I want. I never heard of that game. I forgot to go warp to the other town. Yes. So I was just trying to recollect where I last was. I know I took out the stupid trash of Roron or whatever, and then I got me the hovercraft, and that was where I last was that area I was just at, that mountain. Side-scroller action RPG, fun, good music. Huh. Is it on the current consoles, or is it PC? I'll have to check it out. Side-scroller action RPG sounds amazing. Not too many of those. Oops. Yes. Not sure what platforms it was released for. Oh. Well, if it's on the NES, I can just emulate it. If I can find it. I'll have to look for it. Maybe I could do a few streams of it. If I really like it, I'll add it to my schedule in the future. Never heard of it. There's a lot of classic stuff I never had for the NES, and in fact, by the time I was born, well, by the time I really started growing up, rather. I didn't just come out the womb playing. That'd be amazing. By the time I was growing up and really got going into playing games, it was more of a SNES guy. I had both. I was lucky, because I had NES and stuff hand me down to me, so by the time I was growing up, though, I had both SNES and Genesis. Yeah, we did. I grew up with a lot of the classics from Donkey Kong, Sonic, Mario, but like Mega Man X specifically. I didn't really have a lot of the classics that some people play, like Phantasy Star and Final Fantasy and stuff like that. It's like golden age of gaming to me, but it's guess whatever people. Oh, I love that. I love that era. I just didn't have that many games, to be honest. So I ended up replaying a lot of stuff like Lion King, Mega Man X, Mario, Sonic, and a handful of whatever else that I have, and I don't even remember half of what I had. A lot of the games I have for NES, in fact, are pretty bad. Aside from maybe Zelda, and I tried getting into the original Zelda, and I'm just not good at doing stuff like that. I don't know how I could figure that out. I would have to play it a lot and just get lucky. I do have a good chunk of my games, yeah. I don't know about all of them, but I have a good chunk of them. I have a lot more games now because recently, several years back, maybe like a year ago, 2 years ago, I was a subscriber to Video Game Monthly, where I was getting PS1 games, Genesis games, Game Boy Advance, PS1, Nintendo, and Super Nintendo games. So I was getting a lot of games that I've never even had before to do that monthly subscription, so I can get some classics. And thanks to that, I got stuff like all the Final Fantasy games on disc, I got Legend of Dragoon on disc, I got some Mario games, games that I don't even give a fuck about, I forgot the names of, a bunch of other stuff, but thanks to that, I got a lot of games too from that. I also own the two mini NES and SNES. I also own those. Talk to you later, Blasto. Have a good one. What time is it? It's 8:30. Whip? Oh, I didn't think so. Didn't think so. He's more of the stupid scalpel. There we go. Thought so. Since he's a scalpel, a knife would be his thing. Hoy vey. Buying another one of those. No, I don't want a whip. I'm gonna end up spending all my money by accident. I've done that actually. I bought Mew from the first game, a weapon, one of its later weapons. Yeah, who can equip things? I know. It's also been a month since I last played, so I kind of forgot exactly what's going on. But in the first game, I bought something from Mew later on, like towards the end game, and I was going to equip it, and I accidentally sold it. Or no, wait, I found it. Either I found it or I bought it. Either way, I ended up selling Mew's weapon, her endgame, one of her endgame weapons. And I was so mad that I ended up grinding for hours, a few hours, just to get the money back up to buy that said weapon again. And I was like so pissed off. I didn't want to sit there and reset because I didn't save for a while. I didn't save for a while, so I was like, fuck. Didn't want to lose all that. It wasn't worth it. It would be more worth it just to grind. RPGs are brutal that way. I do that a lot. Also misclicks. I'm also playing on an emulator with a PS4 controller, and the buttons are kind of awkward. Inputs are kind of awkward. Especially with emulators. Trying to set up controls for a controller that isn't, you know, a Nintendo controller or a Genesis controller in this case is a lot harder. I do have a Genesis USB hub controller, but I don't feel like finding it. I like the PS4 controller. It's comfortable. Okay, good. Okay. I just want to make sure his stat didn't go down because of that scalpel. Alright, so we're going to, because this game, or because most emulators are kind of garbage, I like to save state. So one really nice thing they did in Phantasy Star is add a menu item called Talk, where your characters have a little conversation about their next steps. Great if you step away from the game for a little bit. Yeah. Actually, that would be very helpful. Thank you for that. Cool. I'll remember that. See, the most thing is I also have poor memory, so talking to people, I'll talk to people and be like, okay, they gave me this tip. Something about, like, there's a chick here who talks about a peninsula, there's someone who talks about an island in the middle of nowhere or whatever. But after a while, I'll forget that. So there's, like, conversations with people, I'll forget what they said. So, like, you're gonna probably see that a lot in past RPGs. If you watch my Final Fantasy 1 playthrough or my Phantasy Star 1 playthrough, you're gonna notice that a lot. I'm also bad at reading between the lines, so there's a lot of like lore that I'm not good at picking up on. And I love the Phantasy Star Online's background and history. I know some of it only just by playing the game through, not actually really reading some of the story significant stuff, and reading it up online. So what I'm gonna do after I beat through these, I'm just gonna look up a lot of the lore on it. So I think I forgot a lot of the Phantasy Star 1 lore. Alright, so probably going to go for 2 hours, and then I'm going to swap over to Pokemon. But it seems really popular. I think that's how a lot of people get. It's how I did. Yeah, I think a good handful of people in my age range probably got introduced into Dreamcast version. Yeah. Or at least the PC version. It is very popular to this day. The actual server may be dead, but the private servers are alive and well. If you're curious, it doesn't take that big of a PC to run. Like, it's not a heavy game at all. And if you're curious to join me sometime online, I play it Wednesday and every other day, every now and then. Feel free to join me on Affinia. It's the private server I play on. And if you notice my logo here, Kopi, hello, welcome. And if you notice my character on the bottom right there, that's my channel's logo, but that's also one of the character classes you can choose in Phantasy Star Online. And Kopi, welcome. Hey, no problem. Original Kopi is also one of my regulars who I play with on Phantasy Star Online. So if she's also a big into the Phantasy Star series. So if you want to know how alive and well it is, she's also a big fan of the Phantasy Star Online game. Possibly the entire franchise, I wouldn't know. But she's one of my fans who I met off of PSO. How you doing, Kopi? I love that your little Moogle though, it's so adorable. We're just grinding, trying to figure out exactly how to get through this mountain. Whether or not if that's even the place I need to go. But anyway. Just trying to get through. Oh, there goes my stream preview. Anyway. How have you been? The other day I just got done finishing off Parasite Eve, so now I'm back with my normal. Yesterday I did Red Dead. You're not doing anything wrong, the game is super grindy. Well, that's alright. I'm not a hater of grinding. I actually love to grind in some games. Pokemon tends to get boring for grinding for me every now and then, but like this is a nice change of pace compared to Pokemon, at least. That's for sure. I may prefer my action RPGs over anything else, but this is a nice change of pace in terms of turn-based. Pokemon just gets very tiring, and you may see that because my next stream is actually Pokemon Diamond. You may see that in Pokemon. I tend to get bored of grinding in that game, and I don't grind very much in Pokemon. Unless I have to. But games like Phantasy Star Online and Kingdom Hearts and those kind of games, I love grinding in. Because they're action-oriented. Also, Phantasy Star's grind doesn't feel as grindy as other grinds. Yeah, no, definitely not. Here's a fun picture for you, though. This is from PSO. These are all your characters you can choose. That shows how much I love the game, that I made my freaking wallpaper it. My Twitch logo is the guy here in the orange. The Humar. He's the hunter-oriented character. Close-range combat. There goes all my windows now. You don't see it? Oh, wait. That's right. Sorry. That's right. That's because I'm Fuck. Nope. Give me a sec. I forgot you can't see it. Huh. I thought just bringing down my window would do that. I was wrong. Yeah, I thought bringing down my window would do that. Hold up. Odd. That is odd. Well, then I have to do it that way. There you go. This is my... It's not my main character. She's actually my main character for Phantasy Star Online currently right now. The Ranger, the girl with the gun. My current main character. Her name's Scope. But my logo for PSO on my bottom right is actually of this guy right here. And yes, there's Kopi's character. And then my second main, this girl right here with the daggers. So it's your hunter, your ranger, your force. And then there's another force, there's a ranger, there's another, and there's another hunter, the robot hunter. Then there's your Raycast, which is your robot ranger. And then there's your forces right here. The only class that doesn't have an actual robot is the forces, but that's because they need magic. But basically the casts can't use any magic whatsoever, but their attack power exceeds that of characters like her and him. So characters like her, if you want to call it a girl, and this guy right here have the highest attack power for the hunters. And then even him, he's got really strong attack power. So these two have the highest of those. And then I'm not much of a force person, so I don't know which of these four forces are the strongest of them all. Yeah, these are all also added in to version 2. So these highlighted characters right here. And you can see it right here. Barely, but PSO Affinia. And there's the sequel. If I can find where the tweaker is. There it is. PSO 2. I can link that as well, but it's a pain getting going because it's Japanese only, but there's a tweaker you can download that gives you English patches, but registering for it is a pain because you have to go through a hiragana captcha. But I can link PSO2 for you anyway. If you want to check out what PSO2 looks like, feel free to look at my streams on PSO2. To me, it's not as fun, but it's still a great game. And then there's Phantasy Star Universe. Where the hell are you? Phantasy Star Universe came out sometime after Phantasy Star Online. It's a sequel. Or a successor. I don't really consider it it's more of a successor. It's the sequel to PSO. But the direct sequel, in my opinion, to PSO is Phantasy Star Online 2, while Universe is a successor. But it does take place afterward. Wherever it may be on my desktop here. Then there's Dragon Ball Online. I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball. We got a few MMOs. We got Dragon Ball Online, we got Battle.net for World of Warcraft, we have Phantasy Star Online, Blue Burst, PSO2, we got Vindictus, Path of Exile, not really, I guess. It's online. Oh, and PSO2? Oh, I know. It feels weird, doesn't it? Feels weird, don't it? Where are you? Clementine, I don't see you on here. It may not have a desktop icon for some reason. A few of my games are not even on here anymore. I know I had Poke MMO as well. I don't know where all that is. Anyway. Weird. Oh, okay, there it is. It's right here, it's the orange. No wonder I missed it. It's the half orange. There's PSU. I had to look it up. That's why I couldn't find it. The name is right in front of me, too. And this is basically how I see, because I can't enlarge this, so this is how I watch. Or this is how I watch the game. Over here on my other monitor is how I read chat. A better look at it would be... That's my setup. Yes, I have Yeast. I love Origins. My first one was 7. But I have Yeast, Origins, Oath of Felgana, and Ark of Nep. Whatever that, I can't read. I don't know how to pronounce words. But yeah, I have a few of them. Stay tuned for any of the Yeast games. I just like calling them YS because fuck pronouncing it. Yeast. It sounds like I'm talking about bread. I played through a bit of Origin, though. Origin was great. I haven't beaten it, but I played quite a few of them. YS7, Yeast 7, whatever. I'm just gonna call it YS, sorry. YS is a dumb title too, but that's just how I pronounce it. I don't like the exact pronunciation. But yeah, I gotta play through those. I played through a bit of them. I only played like a couple hours of each one, but Origin I put a good handful of maybe like 5 or 6 hours or more into. Again, by the time I was getting big into it, other things were coming out, but like, I got pretty far into it with the girl. I just lost patience with it and played something else. I plan to stream those, so if you guys want to see some of those in the future, don't worry, those will happen. I have to look up the order in which they go in, unless you know the order, but I plan to look it up anyway, because even if you tell me now, I'll definitely forget it by the time I stream it. I will look up the order, try to get my hands on them, and then I'll try to play them in chronological order. Because that's how I work. Oh, I plan to play both characters. I just never beat the first. I just never beat it with the girl, so I think I don't remember if there was a reason why I chose the girl. I usually go for the first option in character selection. I don't know if she was the first or if there was just another reason why I chose her over the man. Yes, like I did. Oh, I bought them on Steam. Those are Steam's. I just didn't know if they had more at the time. Maybe I was just hurting for money at the time and I only bought those. Oh, there's quite a few. There are a handful. I also plan on looking into Octopath Traveler because I was a big fan of Bravely Default. For anyone who's a fan of BD, I plan on playing Bravely Default 1 before I decide whether 2 is even worth it. I was at the end of Bravely Default before my game got stolen, so I never got a chance to actually beat it. Sad. I was in the process of getting everything and maxing out everyone. And then I want to get Octopath Traveler. Don't mind me, this stream was gonna be a grind fest anyway. Girly is more physical / strength based, boy is more magical and intelligent. Ah. Good, girl's more my style. That might have been why. They give you a description of that, right? I'm assuming that's probably what made me choose her over him then? Oh. I also have it on the PS4. Origin. That's a lot of wasps. I'll be playing the PS4 version of Origin. But either way, I personally don't care for which version I play, but seeing as I own it on the PS4, I might as well just play the PS4 version. But yes, I will be doing both characters in due time. Whether I do it back to back, I don't know, but I plan to do them eventually. I say this a lot, especially when I did Let's Plays on YouTube. I said that a lot. Oh, I'll be doing this, and I'll be doing everything. And then I never end up doing it. Welcome back, Zero. You have both 1 and 2 on the DS and Steam. Nice. I never owned them on DS. And I enjoyed 7 on the PSP. But I never got too far into it. Got maybe like 5 hours in. Fun, though. Fun as fuck. I enjoyed the graphics. Colorful graphics. I am about to die. Oh, the trilogy, nice. My friend modded my PSP and that's how I got it. I never bought the physical copy. Not until recently that I started buying the ones that I have. Blue Warrior needs food badly. You only played 3 on Genesis. Another series I want to get into, starting I gotta get them though, because I have a good chunk of them for the PS2 and onward, the Tales of games. My first introduction to the Tales of games is Tales of Zilla, and I love the fuck out of it. That's how I feel? No, that's how I feel. Trust me, you're not alone on that one. I also prefer to have physical or digital copies of games if I love them enough. And I usually buy them like 5 times. Dark Souls. Or Pokemon. Which is why I have every freaking copy of every other Pokemon game. Whether it's a double, quad, or a triple set. or, you know, stuff like that. But if I want to try out a game, unless I know I'm gonna like it, like I did with Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game, or anything like that, I will pirate it. But I normally am not used to pirating. I'm slowly getting into the whole pirating thing, which is not good, but that's only started really recently. Like maybe a good 5 years ago. So it wasn't even that much. Like with my old modded Wii, before I had that issue where everything got deleted, all of my GameCube games were all games I owned physically. Handful, some were downloaded, but a good handful of what I had were all physical owned games that I burned. The reason I had to get them now downloaded is because my friend has them all, and I'm not gonna sit there and go back home to get my games. But it happens. No. Don't kill me! I'm really pushing to get through some of these games so I can move on to some other stuff. I know Phantasy Star is a long franchise. I have a lot of games to get through. It's gonna be a while. But I can't wait! Same with Final Fantasy. I just chose 2 long string-winded RPGs back to back to play, but I really want to experience them. Good, I'm glad Hugh is doing a lot more damage. Damn, pug brat. Anyway, how are you guys? You guys down for some Pokemon in a bit? One thing that throws me off is spell naming conventions. Yeah. Indeed. Indeed. Spell naming. Ugh. Like sack. And this move, that sacrifices your character to heal everyone. Good on ya. I did that earlier and I was like, oh right, that move. Forgot that thing existed. Yeah, Barda. Gabarta, Rabarta. Hey, I don't understand the magic naming, yeah. I mean, yeah, that makes sense for Final Fantasy. At least you know it's ice. Oh, shit. Like, Fire, Fura, Firaga, Thunda, Thundara, Thundaga. At least that makes all sense. I just been playing PSO for so long that I got those spells down. It's just it's annoying. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Two of my characters are dead. Great. Ryuka! Why warp me here? Oh wait, I think it's tied to. If it's not tied to the heal, the hospital, then it's probably tied to something else. You're my. Yeah, okay, you're my warp. For the longest time, I'd cast Gibarda and then have to recast the correct spell. That sucks. That really sucks. Yeah, I know. The naming on PSO spells are weird to begin with. Yup. Yeah, I don't like the names. And Jizanda, it sounds like someone's about to come on your face. At least that's what me and Zero always say whenever we use it. I'm gonna jizz on you. Sorry, yeah. I had to say that. Because the name of that spell could be better. Am I right, Zero? They kept weird spell names for most part, so at least they're consistent, I guess. Damn Japan and their weird names for things. What can we do? Every RPG has its weird names for things. And what also bothers me is sometimes in certain RPGs, fire is weak to ice, and in some cases, it's the reverse. So it annoys me. So a lot of the times you'll see me using thunder magic against the dragon when he's weak to ice. I grew up playing a lot of Pokemon, so I got used to ice being weak to fire. And such and such. PSO was like my first major like RPG that differentiated that. So like when I play Final Fantasy, I'm not used to ice being beaten or fire being beaten by ice in some cases. Still do that to elderbears. Exactly. I do that too. Well, it's also faster it's quacking? I was gonna say quacking. I was gonna say it's faster casting. It's faster quack. I don't even know what I just said. I'm sorry. My mind is racing. I'm gonna move on to Pokemon. And then I'm gonna head off after that. This was a grind session. I have to familiarize myself where I need to go. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Also, enjoy your dancing rappy. That is a PSO2 rappy. Yes, some of my things are from Phantasy Star. My emotes. Or not my emotes. my alerts. Most of them are from Final Fantasy and some are from Dragon Ball. I still love that. Oh yeah, the rare drop. Like my emotes are PSO and Dragon Ball related. Yeah, take care, Tracker. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. If you don't catch me on during Pokemon, which I'm only going to be playing a couple hours of, I'll be on tomorrow after work. I stream daily at around 6 p.m. Eastern, if not earlier, but I usually work till about 5:30 now because I need the money. So, catch me on around 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Today I started a little later because I just wanted to eat. But I'm going to be getting on some Pokemon for a little bit. Otherwise, I'll have to make that up. So stay tuned for anyone who wants to see some Pokemons. For now, enjoy some classic music.